In the first episode of Wild Essex, we're visiting Southend-on-Sea, a popular seaside town, while now a recognised city. Famous for its vibrant arcades, colourful attractions, as well as numerous bars and food places, and the ever-popular Adventure Island. Several beaches attract tourists and locals alike throughout the year. Obviously, the summer months are much busier than the winter. But Southend's best known attraction is arguably the pier. Stretching a massive 1.34 miles out into the Thames estuary, it's the longest pleasure pier in the world. It's actually one of the cheapest things to do in the area. It costs £1 to walk the pier, or for £6.20, a return train will take you to the end of the pier. There's differing prices for concessions and children, as well as a family ticket option for £16. There's lots of places to sit and enjoy the surrounding views, with loads of parking available. It cost me £8 for 3 hours parking, and I was able to park right opposite the pier. I opted for the £1 ticket and walk. It takes around 20 minutes to get to the end. This obviously depends on your speed of walking and how much you stop on the way to see seals. As you walk to the end, keep a sharp eye out for seals popping their heads up above the waves. But for the best wildlife experience here, you want to get right to the end. As you walk past all the attractions and food places, you'll eventually reach the RNLI lifeboat station. Another thing worth noting to look out for is the numerous amounts of turnstones walking around at the end of the pier. They seem so used to people that they actually walk around your feet. Once you get to the very end, there's a platform that looks right out to sea. I was expecting to be waiting here for quite a while before the still activity would occur, but I was only waiting a couple of minutes before the fun began. As I was looking out, they started to poke their heads up from a distance. There are a few dotted around the horizon. A couple of people started to gather to take in this wild spectacle. As they did, some of the seals began to come closer in a playful spirit. By now, a larger crowd started to gather. People were really loving it, phones and cameras out for the occasion, some just taking the experience in. For me, it was amazing to watch this and film it happening. Their playful actions making for a perfect day of wildlife watching, and they were getting close enough for photographers to get some great images with cameras or just their phones. It makes for the perfect wild day out in Essex. All in all, the cost is pretty cheap. There's also good train links into Southend from London if you're coming from further afield. goes without saying to not interfere with the seals by throwing food at them. They come close enough as it is for you to get a really wild experience amongst the hustle and bustle of seaside life. One final thing to note is that it can get quite windy, so make sure you're in suitable clothing for maximum enjoyment.